Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a little bit since we have done the cross stitching. I did do a little short on what I've done in the last couple weeks, but I've also been crocheting, so it is time that we return to our cross stitcher for a bit. Yeah. So I've worked on Gyarados' mouth, a little bit of his fin area, all of that stuff. So I'm just going to continue. I think I'm going to kind of work on the lips, or even possibly like Magikarp's lips. Maybe even his white fin up here. I'm not quite sure. I'm just going to work at it and we'll see where it leads. And I'll probably be doing this for a bit tonight, because I'm wanting to. I'm feeling like cross-stitching, so... Alright, let me see if I can just get everything situated. I thought I had it where I wanted it, but I don't quite think I do. So, I'll be right back while I adjust this. Hang on. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. I'm just going to pull this through and get my next thread color and continue working on this. It is really hot out, guys. But yeah, if you guys want me to start live streaming, I need more followers, so if you do want to see more of this, please like and follow on TikTok. If you want to see live streams on YouTube, I need at least 50, so please also like there. Again, if you guys want to see more of, see more live streams of these videos. Sorry, kind of out of it tonight, guys. I'm really, really tired. Which is why I'm just wanting to relax tonight. Okay. I'm gonna change out my color. Alrighty, I'm back. So I just want to let you guys know as well that threading can be a bit dull. So you know, if I am live streaming, it might take me a few minutes, obviously, to get the thread on the line, but, oops, moving the whole thing. But yeah, we'll get that figured out when you guys are ready. I'm not sure if I really like this camera angle. Sorry it's not straight today, guys. My arm that holds my light and my phone are not quite going where I want them to. I'm having a hard time figuring it out. I'll try to play with it more later and see if I can find a better setup. So I'm going to start here in Magikarp's mouth. I have the red. It's 817 of the DMC floss. And so we're just going to go from there. So we'll have to work our way from his mouth over to Gyarados' eye. Gyarados' eye is also the same red. I'll try to keep this blue string out of the way there. I think the reason I left that there is I have a little bit more of that color that I have to do, and I don't want to get an entirely new thread for it, so I'm not sure what I was thinking when I did that, but I usually don't leave them that short, so there must be a reason why I did that. And I guess we'll find out when we get to working back over there. Alright. If you guys have any questions, ask them in the comments below, or, you know, leave a comment. I'll answer whatever I can. And if I get enough followers too, I'll let you guys kind of decide which cross-stitch patterns and crochet things that we should do next. You know, I'll let you guys pick. I'll show you what I have, what I want to do, what I could quite possibly do, and then we can go from there. So... I just like the cross stitch. It's so much fun. I did the Pokemon one because of the color. Like, I just love all the color. So I also like watching the progress happen. Like, each little bit, like each little square that goes away is another portion that's complete. I feel like I accomplished something. That's also what I used to like about my video games was I used to play video games. I felt accomplished when I completed portions of it, and know. I just, you know, I guess you just kind of grow up one day and decide that there's more important things than video games, I guess. Somebody was telling me I should tell stories while I do this. I don't really have any. I mean, I guess none that are really like, mine aren't very happy. I don't have very happy stories in my life. I don't know. I don't know how to talk like a normal human being. Like, I think it's just better if I don't talk about anything rather than telling you an entire lifetime of a sob story. Didn't have a good childhood, didn't have a good middle of my life. I'm 36. It's getting better. You know, I'm just kind of doing things that I want to, but yeah, I've not had a good life, so try to think of something. I mean, I guess things that make me happy are crafting. Like crafting, like hiking, like biking, like swimming. I guess all the usual stuff a lot of people do. Alright, let's get Gyarados' eye now. So he has his black here, and it is just catty corner. So that is all of that color of red that I need. So I'm really debating if I should just cut this off. See, what happened over here was we were supposed to be parking and reusing these threads. I obviously didn't do that. I parked them and they're parked. They have not been used. So I'll figure that out. Like, at the end, I guess I'll just fix them all up and put them away. But we'll figure it out. Alright, so I figure out the next color I want to do. Again, if you guys have any questions for me, even if they're personal, like if you want to know anything personal about me, you're more than welcome to ask. If you want to ask about arts and crafts that I do, I'll try to answer those as well. I'm just looking, I'm trying to figure out which color I want to do next, I'm sorry. Like, do I want to keep working on Magikarp, or do I want to go back to Gyarados? And if you guys want certain pieces finished, you can just tell me. You know, like, in the comments too, like, if there's a certain spot you want that's driving you nuts, you'd be like, fill in the hole right next to Ammonite's, or Omnistar's eye or something, and I'll do it the next episode if it's really driving you nuts. I like to do as much as I can and then go back to the single areas. But if there's absolutely a spot that is just driving you insane, let me know. Have I even done any of those? Let's see, I did the blacks. I don't think I have. I think I have only done the L-shaped blues, yeah. And I've done the softer diamonds there, so I need to do the downward arrows, so we'll do those next. No, it looks like the colors I've already done. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, a little bit here I have. But over here, I've not done any of the downward arrows. So we'll work on that. I guess a story. I've been watching this weird, I don't know, like you get paid to watch it. I don't care about getting paid. It just looked interesting to me, so I figured I'd watch it. It's these Japanese stories, and they're kind of cartoonish. They're not really full anime, but they're like realistic anime. And I've been watching this interesting one about this girl that falls in love with her boss, and she gets pregnant with triplets, and then like he's this big giant CEO man that owns his own company, owns several buildings. You know, is a billionaire. Well, looky there, that's kind of odd. Let's see if we can fix that. He has all this money, and so he wants to take care of her, but she's just like so independent. And why would he pick me? And it just, I think it hit home because it just sounded so much like me. I guess I better pull the thread through first. I'm like, that's how I am. You know, like I won't let my boyfriend pay the bills. I won't quit my job or anything else like that. Like I am completely independent. And she's just so shy with her boss and everything else. And it just reminded me, I think I was like thinking of myself as her, like just with her shyness and independence and all that other stuff. Oh no! Drop the needle. I'm putting the thread back on the floss so I don't get the colors mixed up. Like I hate cutting them off and piling them all up, because then you don't know what colors you have, and then they just kind of sit everywhere, and you don't want that. Alright, got that. So I did this backwards a little while ago when I went off camera to thread the string up and get ready to go. I did the hook all backwards and everything. Like I'm right-handed, so you know your right hand's dominant, so it's easier to control. I don't know why I was making it so complicated for myself. Trying to put the thread on it was funny. Okay, so the thread is on. Try to keep this guy out of the way. You guys see okay? Let me make sure you guys can see okay. Okay. So that blue is done, and it stops there. Then we got 3, and then we corner off from there to here. I also like to read. You guys have any suggestions and anything I should read? Let me know. My sheet is so hard to read right now. I got it wet, and so like all the colors have spread, and I can't really read the coloring. I'm not flicking anybody off, sorry. So it should be 5 from here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, and then 1 below. Okay. So this should end the sheet, be to the end of the sheet 1. But it's not. That is so odd. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Okay, hang on. I'm a little bit lost, guys. Yes, that is number 2. So that is correct. So I'm just gonna follow it. All right. I think it might be because I have some of the other blue that's not over here just yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was 5. Oh, you know why? Because I'm on the paper and not the computer, so the computer's totally different than the... I'm on the computer and the paper because it got all smeared, like I was telling you. So that's why my count is so far off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it should be 6 of these, so... 1 more. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 5 should have this. Yeah, thanks for sticking with me, guys, and watching what I'm doing and everything else. It means a lot to me. I appreciate it. Hopefully one day I'll be able to go live and we can all chit-chat and sit and talk, and I can really appreciate all of you and get to know all of you. I think I'd enjoy that, being able to talk with you guys and get to know you. And I'd appreciate that even now. Like I'm saying, you know, guys, reach out, talk to me, ask questions, you know, introduce yourself. I'd really appreciate that. Okay. Let's see. This next one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there should be 7 on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 7. So now we will backtrack that. That way we have all of our little stitches in a row. Okay, one more, and then we go to the next row. Alright, so it looks like there's only 2 in this one. One, 2. Let me make sure there's none on the other side of this color. There is, so it'll go 2, 2, and 3. So there's 1. Then there's 3. And we backtrack. All right. Let me see where we're headed. 3, 3, and 2 on this one. Okay. So we go 1, 2, 3. Then we skip 3. 1, 2, 3. We come here. And it should be 2. And that should be the edge of the paper, which is perfect. So I did count correctly there. And then we'll just backtrack. Now you can really see Gyarados' face in there. So I think we'll try to finish up Gyarados tonight. Like, we'll do the whole thing, I think, if you guys are up for it. I don't know, that's a lot of stitching though, too. So we'll see. We'll see how I feel, if I want to continue, if I want to do over an hour video to keep cross-stitching to finish Gyarados. We shall see. So it's a lot of color changing, too. Okay. 3, 3, and 2. So this one follows the same as before. So we go 3, 1, 2, 3, then we skip 3, and 2. And we backtrack, so the stitches are complete. Alrighty. Oh no, we got a knot. It's a naughty knot. I don't know if I can get it without having to take the needle out. So typically you can put the needle in and pull on either side of the thread and it'll loosen. This one, however, is being a stinker for sure. So then other times I'll try to stab the needle through the little knot loop and try to loosen it from there if the thread method doesn't work. Yeah, definitely a knot. Can't get it through, it's pretty tight. Alright, so I'm going to pull it through. We'll keep using it as much as we can until the knot decides it's going to stick on one side or the other, and we're going to aim for it being on the back side so we don't have to look at it. Just rethreading my thread here since I took it off the needle to use the needle for assistance. Hang on, my thread's all uneven. Hang on. Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay. Alright. This will be the last one here. Let's see how annoying that's going to be until we get where we don't need it. Sometimes they'll resolve themselves. The more you pull them through, they'll resolve themselves. So then the next one is 4, 3, and 1. So we go 4 here. 1. 2. Yep, pulled it off the thread. My finger got caught on the thread in the back and I pulled it through. Okay, or pulled it off the needle. My finger got stuck and pulled it off the needle. Okay, now that we're back on the needle, So there's 3. Oh yeah. So what it has done is it has taken itself off. Okay. It's just picking on me tonight. It's okay. It wants you guys to see me struggle. I'm fine. You can watch me struggle. Yep. Now you can see cross-stitching can be a pain in the butt. You can really struggle. Guys are going to see it in the lives anyway, so I'm totally fine with you guys seeing everything. So, but yeah, I'm glad you guys get to see it too, because now you can kind of see that, like, cross-stitching is not all dandelions and flowers and rainbows and unicorns. Okay, so it should have been 4, then 3, then 1. So there is 4, and we skip 3, and we have 1. Great. Perfecto. Alright, so after the 4, then we have 5. We'll have 5 in the next row. One, 2, 3, 4, this is 5, and then we just go back through each one. And after 5, yep, we continue up this way, so perfect. Not all of it, there's a little bit of the circular blue, which is the same blue as this, but that's why I held on to this little string here. This color kind of goes in here and a little bit here, so. This one, I don't understand this one. I don't even know what color that is. Oh, it's the same one I'm working on right now. Probably because I knew I was gonna come up all through here. I guess we'll just finish that one off and cut that one off then, because I already have the whole coloring through here now. Okay. All the L colors were put in. So we come up here. That is an L right there, I do believe. Let me check so I know where I'm at. Yep. So then I do 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Almost to the knot where we can just leave it on the back. I think right here we'll leave it on the back because it was so close anyway. So what you do is you just kind of pull it up to the knot and you don't pull it through this time. And then you got to be careful when you pull your needle through so you don't get tangled in that mess of extra thread back there right now. So then we backtrack. So that's how I handle knot if I can't get them untangled. I'll work around it like that. If it can't be worked around, then I just cut it off and restart. But very rarely do I have issues not getting it untangled. I'm pretty good at untangling the thread. I've been doing it so long that it's pretty easy for me to do. Okay, did that. Lost where I'm at. Should be 4 here. Yep. 1. 2. 3. And 4. Look at our gyrodoses looking beautiful. We're definitely getting there. And we'll backtrack those stitches. Yeah, I think there's just too much gyrodose because we have all up here too. So I think to try to do all of this in one go, coming all the way up to here, that's quite a bit. We'll see. I'll keep going. So if you guys are up for it, I'm up for it. I normally could do this all day long watching TV shows and stuff, but recording and not really do anything or having no background noise, those kinds of things, it makes it so much harder to like focus and do this. I gotta count here. Yep, so this is the one with that, so it goes all the way over. Okay. All the way over. And we got some blue up here we'll work on too. Same blue that we're working on right now. On the top of his back here. Or hers. Gyrodoses are not just males. I always imagine them, you know, like they came out with the game and they were red. And so I'm like, oh, the red ones are girls and the blue ones are boys. And not true. Not true. Pokemon's color reveals nothing. So I'm gonna show you guys too, I don't know if I told you, I got this. It's a dissolvable cross-stitch board. So I got my boyfriend a shirt, and I'm gonna try to cross-stitch some Pokemon on a shirt for him. I asked him what his favorite Pokemon were, and so he told me. So what you do is you cut that and you put it onto the shirt, like you pin it or sew it. Then you cross stitch on it and then you wash it, and the cross stitch embroidery thing dissolves and you're just left with the cross stitch, and that's what I'm gonna put on his shirt. Okay, on the top here, so I have 1. We do 1 right here. And then there's 2 of those blues. One there. And 1 here. And then we start above his, I don't know what you call that, gill? Fin. whatever you guys want to call it. And we're going to do 3 right here, starting at the black. So that was 1, 2, 3. Let me make sure there's no other blue. Yep, see, I got to do that one right there. So, do that one. Yeah, so I guess all 3 of these right here is that color. Yep. So we'll go ahead and do that. 1. There's 2. And there's 3. And then the blue's here, so I'm going to finish it up there. I believe this is all filled, so it should be 2, 2, and 2. Yep. Okay, so all this is that same blue. I was talking to myself because you guys aren't here. Yeah, please like, subscribe, share, follow, so we can get to the